Hey, cruisers, my name is Blake Jackson, and I'm the owner of a travel agency called Pinpoint Travel. And I'm just starting this YouTube channel. It's going to be called Expert on Viking Cruises. We're the only Viking exclusive travel agency in the world. And so I wanted to start this channel to kind of give information. And so I wanted to start with a little bit of a channel trailer, which is what this is going to be. It's just going to outline a little bit about what this channel is going to be, who I am, how we're going to work together, and how I can help, and how you can use this channel as a resource to help you on your cruises. So to start with, like I said, my name is Blake Jackson, married. I have a 2.5-year-old son named Shep, and we live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so in Texas. I recently just left Viking. I actually worked as a dedicated travel consultant for the company. And so all I did all day, every day was answer questions just like this. So I have booked over 3,000 people to go on cruises, and just felt like I kept seeing the same things kind of come up over and over again. And so wanted to create my own travel agency to kind of be that liaison between you and Viking. And I felt like I could do that a little bit better than all of the other travel agencies out there that kind of book everything. They book every cruise line, they book every land tour, and I am 100% focused on Viking. So what this channel is going to be is kind of answers to all those questions. So I kind of, in my time, have of course wrote down a couple of bullet points of questions that I got asked on almost every call, right? So it didn't matter if it was a new person to Viking or if you had been on Viking 9 or 10 times. Some people haven't had travel protection explained correctly. Some people really don't understand the air structure or why we price things differently in different months. And it didn't really matter. And so I kind of saw this gap of knowledge that wasn't really being filled. And so I thought that I could do a good job and then still provide incentives for using my travel agency and also going direct to Viking, which is what I wanted to get into next. I kind of wanted to explain a little bit about what this is and commission and kind of all of that stuff, and kind of how us working together is going to be mutually beneficial. So just a quick fun fact is 48% of Viking's business is actually travel agencies. So the relationship that Viking has to travel agents is super critical, both to Viking and the travel agent ecosphere. Now, here's something that's very unique specifically to Viking is that they do not discount their cruises for anybody, travel agents included. So when you book with a travel agent, you are getting the same price as you would if you went to Viking directly. Okay. And I want to talk a little bit about the incentives if you think about all three of those parties and why Viking kind of sets it up like that and why that's still okay for my travel agency. So from the customer's point of view, you, in the normal way that it was set up, is you would get access to a direct travel agent, a travel sales consultant that works for Viking exclusively. That's what I was in my previous role. So you would call me and you would get me directly. Okay. Now, what some people think is you have to choose. So I either go to Viking directly or I go with my travel agent. And Viking does not want that to be the case because they still want you to be able to work with travel agents. They don't want to upset them. They don't want to make them mad. And so what they implemented was a takeover system. And so what that is even if you create a booking with a direct sales consultant, that's great because they get paid for that. So we got paid out on like a conversion and commission kind of split. And so calling them directly is awesome. It's great for their livelihood. But once you have that booking number and you've paid the deposit, which right now is $25 per person, they will assign you that 7-digit booking number. Okay, that is what I need. So once me as a travel agent, I have that booking number, I can call Viking and I can do what's called a takeover so that I become the travel agent of record on that. Now, that does not remove the sales consultant, the direct travel agent that you work with at Viking. They actually pay both. Okay. Now, why would Viking do that? Why would they pay out? And it's because of this incentive structure, right? So because travel agents, people like me, we offer incentives for you to choose our travel agency over others. So mine is, if I take over your booking, I will give you $150 off per person. So that $300 total you will receive off your booking. And but and then Viking pays that commission. So since they don't discount the cruise, I actually have to take that $150 per person out of my commission. Okay. But think about your standpoint. So from the customer's point of view, you got to talk to an expert at Viking, and then you got the perks from the travel agency, right? The problem with that is I wanted to be kind of the best of both worlds, right? So your regular travel agent, they book everything. So they're not experts kind of at Viking. I am. I only book Viking because I used to work there, and now my travel agency is only going to book Viking. And so incentive structure for the travel agent is the full commission. The incentive for Viking is the customer gets a Viking special agent and the perks from their travel agency. And then for you, it's a win-win. So getting a takeover costs you absolutely nothing, of course. And so a travel agent just comes in, they take over, they're the travel agent of record, and then they can make changes to your booking. So they can help with airfare, they can change your room assignment package. They can have Silver Spirits. They can have travel protection. They can make payments on your booking, that whole 9 yards. And so that's what I'm looking to do. I am looking to be that source of truth for either a booking that you already have or a booking that you haven't created yet. But I'm really going to be an answer guide, right? And so I would like to think that I became a subject matter expert at my time there, obviously sending that many people on cruises, a bunch of returning customers as well, because they just loved the service. And so that's what you're going to really get at Pinpoint is you're going to get access to me, handling your booking, any questions that you have. And all you have to do is give me your booking number. I take over. I get paid from Viking. You get your incentive off, which is the $300 total. I will add that to your booking upon taking over, and everybody wins. Now, what this channel is actually going to be is I'm going to start a series called Viking 101. And so it's just going to be a lot of these different tactics. The videos are meant to kind of stand on their own, but I mean, of course, you're going to get a look behind the curtain at any time that I take over your booking. So really looking forward to it. If you have any questions, I am going to leave my email to my travel agency down below. You can text me. You can go to my website and submit a form. There's a bunch of different ways to get a hold of me, and I would love to start helping you today. So give me a call, send me an email, or whatever it is, and take advantage of that $300 off, even for an existing booking. Now, the only kicker is it has to be made in the last 60 days. Okay, so if you have a booking that was made a year ago, travel agents can't take over. I'd be willing to help you with any questions that you have, and then obviously just let me take over the next one would be great. But I'm really looking forward to building out this channel. I'm going to be in the Facebook groups as well. I'm going to create my own Facebook group. So if you want to join that, that'd be great. Link will be in the description down below. And really looking forward to just building a community around the Pinpoint travel. A little bit of a novel concept, but I'm really, really excited, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.